It's already the second model of an Airbus A350 from Malaysia Airlines in scale 1 to 500 by Herpa Wings within the period of 1 year. So is there really any reason to splash the cash? Hello and welcome to a new episode of Review, where we today will take a closer look at a Malaysia Airlines Airbus A350. At the front of the box we have the cutout so we can get a glimpse of the aircraft model inside, and on top we have the Malaysia Airlines branding. As this is a 2019 release, the only thing of interest we get at the backside of the box is an image of the actual aircraft in real life. And here she is, the Airbus A350-900 from Malaysia Airlines. And this is, as I mentioned already, the second aircraft model of this aircraft type and of this airline that we get within a year. But there is of course a difference, and that is the livery. This is the current standard livery of Malaysia Airlines. The previous model was of a special livery. So with no further ado, let's take a closer look at some of the many details this aircraft model has to offer, and let's find out if it is worth buying. At the back of the aircraft we find some nice detailing around the vertical stabilizer, where we have the Malaysia Airlines branding printed on. On the fuselage we then have the full registration code of the aircraft. On top of the fuselage we then also find the really nice detail of the set dome. At the front of the aircraft we again find the writing of Malaysia Airlines. We also have the Malaysian flag and even a tiny little One World logo, of which Malaysia Airlines of course is a member. At the very front around the cockpit we also have some nice detailing. For example, the really iconic and noticeable black coloring around the cockpit windows, where we also have the window wipers printed on. Just above the cockpit windows we also find the emergency hatch for the cockpits printed on as well. The engine nacelles have been kept in all white, just as most of the fuselage, but despite the lack of coloring, they are still pretty decently looking. Also, if we look into the front of the engines, we can see the engine fan blades. It is also worth spending a little bit of time looking at the wings to see what details they have to offer. Now on the top side we can see we have all the different flaps, slats and spoilers carved out very nicely. We do also have the markings as to where to walk on the wings. Also, the underside of the wings look pretty decent, where we also find the full registration code of the aircraft once again. The wings of course also have winglets, and I think they look really nice with the Malaysia Airlines branding on them. The main landing gear underneath the wings looks pretty nice, until you look at it from the side. I still think that the distance between the wheel sets is simply too wide. The front landing gear on the aircraft is pretty decent, but of course we are missing details. Those we only get with Herpa Club models, unfortunately. And then last but not least, we do also have the doors or the cargo compartments printed on here at the backside of the aircraft and here at the front of the aircraft. So there we have it, the Airbus A350-900 in the current livery of Malaysia Airlines. And what can we say about today's model? Well, it is very standard. It's not a bad standard, but it is really standard. It doesn't set itself apart in any way from other models we have seen from Herpa Wings in scale 1 to 500 in 2019. Unfortunately. But it is of course the first model from Malaysia Airlines in their current livery that we get from Herpa Wings in scale 1 to 500, and I think that fact alone makes the aircraft worth having in one's collection. Now with that we have reached the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed the video, then please feel free to leave a like, that would really help us out. If you're new around here, why not hit subscribe, that would be absolutely awesome, that way you won't miss out on any future videos here on BongoPlanes. With that I'd like to say thank you so much for watching, hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.